All right. We ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Welcome back, y'all, to the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I am your host, V Chenzo. We're on episode 76 right now. And I've been slacking with the pod lately, but we're back at the Trapped Out Camp Out. Today's Saturday, October 4th. We're out here in Maryville, Tennessee. And we're going to be performing today. We're doing some interview with some of the other artists that are performing. There's a 2-day festival. It was last night, Friday. We weren't here, unfortunately, but we just got here today. We're going to start our first interview with Vinilla Strange. Welcome to the pod.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, please.
All right, so I'm Vinilla Strange. I come out of Rockwood, Tennessee. It's not a very big place. You blink, you might miss it. I'm a rapper. I do trap rap, pop rap, rock rap, anything in between from heavy metal to reggae. I do it all. Try not to limit myself with, doing one genre here and one genre there. I try to do all genres because I love music. 29 years old. I've been doing music for probably about 10 years. I'm getting traction. You can follow me on anything, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, at Vinilla Strange. That's VINILLAST to the range. Easy to remember like that.
ST to the range.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. So you said you've been doing this for 10 years now. Like, what inspired you to start making music?
It just started off as poetry, you know what I'm saying? And then it just developed over time, like with loss, deaths in the family and shit like that. Whenever you experience certain things that affect you as a person, you got to find a way to cope with things. So art was always a big thing of mine. I used to draw all the time, but once I learned that I could play with words and be able to speak to people without having to talk to a shrink, that the world was my shrink, that's whenever it hit big. It was the biggest impact on me. I ended up, I've done it for 10 years, but only legitly for about 4.5 to 5 years. And but everybody used to love my shit, man. I used to perform at parties and stuff whenever I was younger, and everybody would be like, hey, Chris, rap this Lil Wayne song, or hey, do this, hey, do that. And after a while, I was like, okay, these people like me. They like the way I do it, so I ended up just making a career out of it.
Yeah, and starting to promote yourself, and take it seriously as an artist, but you were doing it before then.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. I can relate to, using it as, a therapeutic outlet as well. That's, how I got started with it, too, and the emotions were just flooding. Yeah. And it definitely allowed me to channel it into something.
Yeah.
So where does the name Vinilla Strange come from?
All right, so, my friends always like the idea of strange, but over time I was like, it's got to be something strange, because it can't just be strange because strange music, you know what I'm saying? And then later on in life, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change the aspect of vanilla and change it from vanilla to Vinilla, you know what I'm saying? Like Vin Diesel, but Vinilla Strange.
Yeah, my name's Vincent, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Vinilla, though, I like that. I like changing it from an A to an I, and it helps, whenever I say VINILLAST to the range, man, it's
catchy, man.
That's sticky. That's sticky.
For sure. So who are some of your biggest influences in music?
Oh shit, okay, hold on. All right, I gotta start off with DeRoyce the 5'9", Immortal Technique, Eminem, but not new Eminem or 2012 Eminem. I'm talking 90s Eminem, Kill Your Wife and everybody else that you know Eminem, you know what I'm saying? The one that was really doing some wordplay and putting his thought into everything that he was doing, but nowadays it's JID, J-I-D, Big Extra Plug, I like him. He got the deepest pitch out of everybody right now. And Moneybagg Yo. I try to mix my old school with my new school to create this new style that I got, you know what I'm saying? It helps me be versatile within the craft.
Absolutely, create something new, or try to make something that people haven't heard before.
Yep.
Right, yeah. I hear you. So is there anything that you have out right now that you want to talk about or promote?
I just dropped a music video, and then about a month later I dropped a song. So the music video is called Blind 'Em. You can find it on YouTube. Just like I said, type in VINILLAST to the range, Blind 'Em, and you'll find the music video. I also got a song called Not Alone out right now, and it should be taking the world by storm, but being limited on your fan base and things like that and exposure, it doesn't really put you in the places that you really need to be, which is why I'm out here in places like this to be seen. And
Right, yeah.
but not alone. That's a great one. You know, it's about mostly for men, because we don't talk to nobody. Ain't nobody talk to anybody. So any man that's out there that's struggling with you know, with just anything, life itself, or, you know, loss, or just being alone. Like, you're not alone. We all feel those same kind of things. So like, you really just want to, if you want an outlet to be able to like speak to or speak through my song. My song will help you get over that shit. That's a real good song.
Oh yeah, man. So go stream that.
Yeah.
We're gonna add the links to all his social media and streaming platforms in the description. So yes, like I said, we're gonna have like your full interview, like solo. There'll be a video for that, and then there'll be a whole podcast with everybody.
Nice.
And then I'll have some clips for you to like post as well.
I like it.
And then, so yeah, you're trying to get out in front of more people by performing at events like this.
Yep. And I have one big belief. I have a belief that ever since I was little, they used to tell me, one man can't change the world, but that's bullshit. That's straight up bullshit. One man can change the world, because I could change your opinion. I give you some logical thought, and you're like, wow, I never thought about it like that, but now you think of it like that, and you see it that way. I've changed one man's opinion, okay? If I could change your opinion, I could change 1,000 opinions. If I can change 1,000 opinions, those 1,000 people can change 1,000 more opinions. And then sooner or later, I damn near change the world.
Right, yeah. You start with the world around you.
Yep. And right now, y'all all need to come together, because this opinional discord over political nonsense, all bullshit. Come together, understand there's just one love, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. This podcast stands for good vibes only, bro.
Yep.
We're showing love, spreading love. That's what we're all about.
Yep.
So I appreciate it. Yeah, man, you seem like you got some good vibes. I'm excited to see you perform tonight.
I'm on a feature for one of my friends. I performed last night.
Oh, word. How'd it go yesterday?
It was awesome. Sadly, there's probably about 40 people here, maybe 50, and everybody was outside for most of the day for all the artists that were up, and all the artists only had like 3 or 4 people watching them the whole time. So towards the end of the night, I wasn't giving them a choice. I was telling them, like, go watch this guy, go watch this guy.
Right.
Slowly, we built the crowd in there, and at the end of the night, I finally got to perform, and we had everybody in there, and I was so excited, because finally, people were trying to listen to somebody.
Right.
It took all day, but we got them. So tonight, I don't think I'm gonna give anybody a choice. If somebody's performing, they're gonna be seen.
Right, yeah, and just like, you gotta be, I'm always been one of those artists to support other artists.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta be there. If you want them to support you, you gotta show up.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't even supposed to be here till 6 o'clock, but I came because I knew that they'd start around 3:30ish. I want to see what everybody's got.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you being here and taking some time to come on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's great to meet you.
Yeah.
I followed you on Instagram, trying to just tag people and making sure that, we try to get as many people out here as we can.
Yep. Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of promo for this show. It's barely worked.
Right, but it's also like the first time they've done something like this. So.
I know, man. And maybe if they pick something a little more or less exclusive from like, the city, like we get a little bit closer, more people would come. I mean, we out in the middle of nowhere right here, y'all.
It's a beautiful property.
Hey, beautiful.
And
beautiful.
If this goes well and they can do it again next year, maybe get some more people out here.
Yeah, especially if these people go home and they're like, man, y'all should have came, and then the people that didn't come are like, damn, I wish I would have came.
Right, yeah, it's got some adult summer camp vibes. I'm here for it, like.
Yeah, dude.
Adulting's not too fun. Like, summer's already over.
Yeah.
It's like all work, no play sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, look, out here, we all kids. Everything's new to us out here. We all just having a blast.
Right, yeah, making friends, having a good time.
Yep.
That's what we're all here for. So, what are your goals, like, moving forward with the music?
Okay, so recently I've been looking at labels and things like that, and I found out labels ain't really the ideal thing. They want to control everything. They want to control your name, everything like that. So I said, So I said, fuck all that. The move to make artists, and I'm telling y'all this because y'all just need to know it. My manager would probably be like, stop giving everybody our moves, but this is just something. This is, from me to you, this is real shit. You're an artist. You want to be something, but you don't want to conform to anybody. Create yourself as an LLC. Once you do that, everything that you do with this music shit, like me driving out here, the gas, tax write-off, beats, tax write-off, you know what I'm saying? Equipment, tax write-off. Everything's tax write-offs for the music. Then on top of that, 3 years later, you can go and take out a $150,000 loan. What I'm gonna do personally is take my $150,000 loan, set me up a tour around the coast. Use that tour to pay off the fucking loan itself. Ingenious in itself, because what a label's gonna do is offer you about $100,000 to 200 to 300, 500, whatever it is. But most of y'all aren't known. So if you're not known, they're gonna give you this money and expect to get it back. And if you don't make that money back, they own you. They can do whatever they want with you. But if you do this yourself, create yourself as an LLC, and you take that loan out yourself, it's up to you to pay it back, but you ain't owned by nobody.
Right.
Yep.
I hear you, man. It's all, yeah, I'm all with staying independent.
Yep.
And I hear you. I want to travel. I want to perform, tour, get your name out there, and
spend money to make money. That's what it is.
Right, absolutely.
That's what it is. You got to sacrifice to gain. That's what it is.
Oh man, I've invested damn near everything I have into to get where I'm at right now. You know, like, and I wouldn't go trade it for anything.
No.
So what are some of like the biggest lessons that you've learned over the years, like working on yourself and music?
Okay, so one of the biggest lessons I learned, and I see a lot of artists falling victim to it, man. You want to blame your friends and your family and everybody that's not sharing your things on Facebook, but you really got to understand that your friends and your family are not your promoters. It's not your publicity manager. They have nothing to do with your music, except for, you know, like whenever they do occasionally tell you that that's a really good song. They're not responsible for getting you out there. They're not responsible for your success. You are responsible for your success. Don't put it on everybody else. Your music's not for everybody. You know, if your friends and stuff don't share it, maybe they just don't like your music too much, but they love you and would do anything for you. So don't ever think less of your friends because they're not supporting you in your music. You got to separate your friends from your life, from your friends in your music life. Go create friendships in music. That's what networking is all about. Create these connections to really bring about, you know, like what you're gonna do in the future, because the more connections that you make, the more songs you do with people, the more venues you perform at, the more producers you meet,
tons of opportunities open up. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, that's like the biggest lesson I've learned. Don't blame your friends. And then secondly, when it comes to a venue, if you go to a venue and there's only 5 people in the crowd, you perform your life away as if you were performing in front of thousands of people, because no matter what, the energy that those 5 people give back to you is equivalent of that as 1,000 people, man. There ain't nothing like it. Just people that really enjoy to hear you and everything like that. That's the payoff, man. That's what we do it for. It's the excitement and oh man, I brain for it.
I hear you though, bro. It's kind of like what you said earlier too, though, about now I'm in a brain fart, but you were saying earlier, fuck, what were you just talking about? Marty Snumpkin. Shit, man. Oh yeah, it's like you gotta reach, you know, the people around you first. So you gotta start small, like, and then you can reach those people. And even then, like, if you give it your all performing in front of those few people, one, like you said, you might change a few people's lives with that.
Oh yeah.
But also, like, you can get great footage out of that and then show the rest of the world, dude, what you're capable of. Like, you gotta give it your all no matter what.
That's like last night, I hired my videographer to perform or to record us for 4 hours, but I performed at 8:30. We didn't have 4 hours to do no recording, you know what I'm saying? So what we did was he got my performance, and then I went around to each and every artist that, you know, either I knew or didn't know, and I let them play cameos in different songs that I wanted to perform. And what we did was we filmed each different song doing like small music videos for reels on Facebook, and each person gets a cameo in it. So now these people are gonna see it and be like, oh, I'm in that video. They're gonna share it, you know what I'm saying? And I got like 6 or 7 of them in it, you know? So that's 6 or 7 who got hundreds of fans each. That's how you put yourself out there, you know? And also, if you're performing in front of 5 people, you don't know if one of those 5 people is a scout. You never know it. Always got to be open.
Absolutely, yeah. Can't get frustrated or discouraged. You got to give it your best at all times.
Yeah.
You got good energy too, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. It's nice to meet you. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up your interview?
Keep your head up, y'all. Hey, success is right around the corner, but you know, you ain't never gonna reach it if you turn back now. That's all it is.
Absolutely, never give up. Absolutely, you only lose if you give up.
Yep. But this been Vinilla Strange, and I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna skedaddle,
nice to meet you, bro. Thank you for coming on the Endless Enjoyment podcast.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Peace out, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Microphone checkup.
We
No
out here.
disrespect, yeah. We outside.
We out here at the Trapped Out Campout. It's your boy V Chenzo, and I am here with the legend JG.
He said it. You heard it. That's me.
One of the main dudes that's been putting this whole thing on together.
I mean, you could say that. It's been a team effort for sure.
Yeah, New Wave Mafia.
Yeah, there's no one main on an all-star team.
Hell yeah. So, speak a little bit for people that don't know you about who you are and New Wave Mafia and why we're here today.
We are here at the Trapped Out Campout just to celebrate, you and just everybody. There's all different walks out of life, and sometimes in society, you feel secluded and alone, and so that's kind of why we chose the name for the Trapped Out Campout. This is for all those people who feel, they don't have a community. You definitely have one here.
Absolutely, yeah, I feel that, bro. I mean, I've always felt like a misfit of some sorts, and
for sure,
finding the people that you can be misfits with,
Exactly, man. At the end of the day, if it's all good vibes, right? You just want to have the good vibes with the people that have the same good vibes as you. My good might not be your good, but at the end of the day, my good is, somebody else's good. Just got to make sure who your good is, and it's the right good. And God is good.
This man's been preaching lately. I've seen you getting real active on TikTok lately, just speaking your mind.
Yeah, no, for sure. At the end of the day, you can always share the word of God if you don't have really nothing important to say, right? The word is eternal. And so every day I just been posting on TikTok, little Bible verses, how I see them, me and the tools that God gave me, and we translate them and give them to you guys, and however you want to interpret it. If you want to look at it, move on, but at least you have an outlet through me to hopefully reach God. And I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but at the end of the day, I can try to help you if you reach out.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, you do have some wisdom, of course, and experience.
What are you trying to say, bro?
You're old ass man.
You count my gray hairs, bro? Do I need some Rogaine?
Nah, you're young as fuck, bro.
Yeah, boys can be girls.
We got a lot of life to live. What are you talking about?
And girls can be boys. I'm 28. And if you ask me how old I am, I'm going to tell you I'm old enough to party.
Hey. So, speak a little bit more about who Legend JG is.
Honestly, dude, so a lot of artists, and I can tell that with you, you guys go by your names. JG, those are my initials, like, you know what I'm saying? And before I really got heavy into making music, I gave myself the name, what I gave myself, and it was kind of lame, right? And I was in a freestyle circle, and my style's not free, and this dude from England was like, "Hey, you're a legend, JG." And I said, "That sounds kind of good."
It does.
Yeah. No Toby, but like, yeah, I'll take that name.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
for
yeah.
sure.
And so,
That was a
obviously,
joke about
you're a
roots.
music artist.
Yeah, I'm an
rapper.
artist. Hip hop is my medium for sure. I like all types of art, but I'm a student. Like right behind us is a basketball court. I had a whole, I guess you could call it sermon with one of our other staff members right here on the court. And then another person was asking me what it was all about. That court is called Volunteer Court. He asked me what it was all about, and I told him to go read the sign. It's called Volunteer Court. He gets it.
This guy.
I hope you get it too out there, guys.
So, it's been a minute since we had you on the pod. You originally came on the Endless Enjoyment podcast, like
Yes, sir.
early 2024, like before we did the 2024 tour.
You
Joined us in Chattanooga.
I was there at that show.
And how was that experience?
So, as performers go in the hip hop game, he's one of the best that I've seen.
Thank you.
Like, because you want pure, genuine energy when you're on stage, right? And so when you're performing, I can feel what you're trying to do. Not even what you're trying to do, what you are doing. And if the receiver doesn't receive it, that's on them. But I'm telling you, I felt it. And you're all about good vibes, bro. Like, there's nothing.
100%.
There's no underlying message behind it. It's, let's go, guys. Let's
It
get
does
it
come
going.
from a dark place, though. Me and Marcus talking about this earlier, where, it's been an evolution of, like, my mindset, I think, that my music stands for, and trying to pass that mindset on to others to, push through the hard times. And, it's everything happens for a reason. They work out, and although you might not understand it now, you know, you will understand. And even I try to just, even when I don't understand things now, I try to keep that mindset and just put my best foot forward.
At the end of the day, bro, like I said, I wouldn't have known any of that unless you told me. And so you can't get to where you're going looking backwards.
Right, yeah.
Unless you're
there's
walking
a reason
backwards.
The rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield, dude.
Exactly.
You gotta be looking forward.
All the time, bro.
And that's, you know, it's important to reflect, I think, too, as well. And I've done a lot of that the last few years, and I think I've matured a lot since, you know.
Since the last time I saw you, bro. Straight up. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, man, you live and you learn, and like I said, we're students of the game, of life, bro. I'm always trying to just be a better person, as well as an artist, and
Yeah, for sure.
develop different skills. Like, I've been producing lately and making some beats, and
Yeah?
it's been super fun, and like super fun to like start creating my own sound while also still working with other producers and beats that I find online and stuff.
Building the system.
Yeah,
right?
do a little bit of both. Like, I can focus on, you know, multiple different things.
That's one of the things I told the guys in New Wave Mafia was like, dude, we all rap. What else do you do? And so, especially if anybody's who's trying to get in the music industry, like, unless you go, you know, big initially, dude, like, you're going to have to network somehow. And in the music industry, everybody sings, everybody makes music. What else can you do?
Absolutely, bro. I mean, I'm a man of many hats, and obviously you are today too. Like, you're performing, you're helping put this whole thing together with your team, you know, and that's what I learned from the tour. There's people that you know you can count on, and there's
Yes.
people that you would love to work with, and that they bring more to the table than just showing up and performing. And even then, when I ask artists, what I ask of artists is three things: be on time, be respectful, support the other artists.
It's very simple.
3 things. Some artists can't even do that, you know? It's like,
They're too caught up in themselves and their image.
meanwhile, I'm driving the van, coordinating everything, you know? So it's good to have people there that are doing more than just
Yeah.
the bare minimum, I guess.
And it's not that it makes you a do-boy or anything like that. You're on a mission, and you're not asking somebody else to complete your mission. You're trying to complete it yourself. And as you do things, there are other people that can fall into certain roles. But as a leader, we have to do it first.
This man's got some free pre-rolls over there.
Oh yeah, Sweet Leaf
Shout him out on the pod
Yeah,
right now.
spree-
Shout out on the pod.
Sweet Leaf Hemp Farms,
Yes,
Alcoa,
sir.
Tennessee, man. Come see us.
Hell yeah. We appreciate the free pre-roll. We will definitely be blazing this shit. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, Marcus.
And that
Someone's
is how
cars
you
beat
have a commercial inside of a podcast for anybody who's asking for sponsorship.
We're open.
I love this man.
Hey man, much love, bro. And we're just getting started over here. Like, I want to hear more from you. I know, I
for
appreciate
sure.
the love that you've been showing me already, dude. And I'm like, even outside of Marcus, I'm honestly glad that I don't really know anybody here besides like you and Jason.
Yeah, for sure. You'll meet Grizz. He's the other
Yeah,
member
yeah.
of New Wave.
Yeah.
He's on the decks right now. You know.
So is it just you 3 right now, or?
So I've known New Wave Mafia when I first initially met them. It's kind of like Destiny's Child. There were 4 members. I was not a member. 2 of those members have since decided to part ways. Shoot, I'm an open book. This festival caused so much stress, I thought I was about to be gone.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And I even told my brothers that. But, you know, through prayer, meditation, and just becoming with peace, right? Because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And this is a beautiful thing. Is it not?
Absolutely. I mean, I was talking with Vinilla earlier. It's like, you got to start by reaching a few people, and I can just see this becoming something bigger than what it already is. Like, even just a few, you forming strong connections with the people that are here, and then
Yes.
next year y'all can do it bigger and better. And
You gonna come back?
or maybe we could bring something like this to Nashville and
Tight.
like, you know, get a bunch of other artists in the city together for something, even if it's not for like a camp out type thing, if it's just a one-day thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I like.
I'm
planning.
feeling inspired, then.
Yeah, nah, like you see what just happened just now? We're like, yeah, so there's gonna be some shows in Nashville that are really big. Obviously we have the Trapped Out Camp Out, that's gonna be really big. You've heard of Bonnaroo, right?
This gives me the same vibes, like adult summer camp vibes, and
Yeah, we have cabins. So if you didn't wanna like be all stinky and dirty, you can bring your sheets and a blanket and sleep in a climate controlled cabin with
hell
all
yeah.
your homies.
Get the VIP treatment over here for the artists.
No, not just for the
mean,
artists, for
right.
anybody who buys them.
Really?
Yeah, Just make sure you get your cabin code because we had a couple of campers get locked out last night.
We live and we learn, right? You know,
Trapped out.
But right, so we get better and better. Like, you know, I would hope, you know, we could do something like this again. But I'm just super excited to be here and just further our relationship as friends, you know.
Definitely, bro. And like, I'm not one to seem weird, try to be weird or nothing, but like, you know, like I like to think I'm a genuine person, you know, but that's up to you, right?
Bro, no, from the minute I saw you today, I was like, this man's just as excited to see me as I am to see him. Like,
Yeah, bro. No Diddy, pause. Come on, bro. It's the music industry. Come on.
This guy.
It's the music industry.
So what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Honestly, I released the Book of the Five Rings. We were talking about that, right? I released that mixtape. I've been releasing a lot of, well, not releasing, I've been recording a whole bunch of features. I'll be honest with you, I'm in my gym shorts and flip-flops because I had one scheduled performance this year. A buddy of ours who's not with us right now, rest in peace, Will Sweat. He was our, I won't say de facto manager, but he was the homie, and he had a lot of booking and, you know, venue experience and, you know,
Helping with opportunities.
Helping with opportunities, if you will, right? And so he basically passed away. We were in the middle of a really deep and personal conversation about what we were planning on doing. And I woke up to a Facebook post that Grizz said he was dead, and I fell asleep texting him on Facebook Messenger.
Like you were having a conversation.
We were having the conversation, and he died when I fell asleep. Like I didn't tell him goodnight or bye. I was just like, oh, we're texting.
You'll talk tomorrow, yeah. Or you just pass out, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, bro. And my first scheduled show this year was actually on the same day of his funeral. And so I went to the funeral, went to the show. It was a good show, but ever since that year, bro, I made a conscious effort, but like just take this year to like reflect on how like beautiful life is, right? And also too like enjoy what's about to happen, because you see this face, you're about to see it a lot. A lot.
And mine.
the golds do come out. They're not permanent, but you know they are pretty. So am I.
Pretty boy. With a couple pretty boys over here.
Hey, you know it is what it is. Nikki makes a beautiful baby. I can't, you know, God blessed her with some genes, and she be popping out some beauties. I'm one of them.
What you gonna do?
My bad. Not my bad. But yeah, man. So I've been kind of taking a break from doing shows. Obviously we're doing this one, and not necessarily doing shows, because this will be my, not including that one, this will be my 4th performance past that this year, and I'm not trying to do shows. So
you're still getting out there.
Yeah, so it's like at the end of the day, when you're on a mission, God's gonna put you in places that you didn't even think that you were supposed to be in or even wanted to be in. It's up to you to, you know, act.
Right. I mean, it's just crazy how things work out. Like, if you and Marcus had never connected like a few years ago, and then I never met Marcus, we probably wouldn't be here. Yeah, for sure.
And that's the beautiful thing. Like, you know, we're liking each other's posts, talking to each other, finally getting a chance to connect. And, you know, this is how you have growth happen. You come together, plan and mission, and the next thing you know, we go off do our thing. We spread our roots. And that's how the tree of life gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
And then we come right back like no time's passed at all, bro. Those are the best relationships,
I
think.
Bro. It feels like it's 4/21/24.
Fucking man, that was a great experience, bro, and I really appreciate you being a part of it.
No,
and making the trip out from Knoxville to Chattanooga for that.
No, and at the end of the day, if you're an artist and you want to be seen, are you going to stay in your dorm room or your bedroom and record all these tracks and never put them out, or are you going to go show the world? So I'm willing to go wherever
you do got to spread like out from just your immediate surrounding.
Yeah, 100%, because you never know who's going to like your music, right? Like, yeah, your homie might not like that track, but that's the same thing as cold Minnesota for Lil Yachty, right? His friends hated that track.
Really? Right, but there's plenty of people that love that track.
The world loved it, you know?
But, what was I going to say? I feel like, fuck, I'm losing my train of thought.
Come back to us, V Chenzo.
Come, baby, come back.
So, this is interesting. You see that tree right there? They can't see it, but you see that tree right there?
That one?
Yeah, bro. Me and another, one of the security guys, we made it glow. Last night, we were sitting here making the stars glow.
Doing what?
Being.
Of the Shroomy Doom?
I mean, I did see a couple shooting stars.
Dude, I feel like a place like this, though, where we're away from the city, the stars are going to be nice.
Oh, wait
dude.
till tonight, bro. It's
Chilling by the fire with the boys.
We didn't go to sleep last night until like 6. There's a couple ladies here. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, we were just chilling, vibing, sharing stories with each other, sharing life with each other, and just building. You know what I'm saying? Building each other more so than anything. Iron sharpens iron.
Absolutely. I hear you, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, what is next? Like, what goals do you have moving forward for the future, like, to keep getting out and performing? And
Musically or what? Like.
It could be life too.
Oh, life, man. Somebody asked me, he said, what's the ultimate mission? It's to get as many souls into heaven. So that's one, as possible. But two, this music thing, dude, I want to be on big stages just like you do, right? And it's not for me, it's for you guys. Because there's a message that I'm trying to deliver.
Like you said, we're spreading that mindset.
Yeah, there's a message that I'm trying to deliver. And like, if you're hurting, that's a choice. And I know you don't want to hear that. But once you start to understand biology and you start to understand chemistry and physics and spirituality, all this stuff, dude, just play for the winning team.
You gotta take care of yourself too, and like everything will take care of itself from there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem to be getting a lot more in tune with yourself spiritually, which will help musically, I think.
That does, dude. Like, I'll tell you this, it's kind of on that level that we're talking about. So we know binary code, right?
It's like number 0 and 1.
0 and 1, right? So they turned on the quantum computer. You know that, right? They act like they didn't, but obviously they did. Obviously they did, right? But you know what they did? You know biology, right? They just turned binary code into a Punnett square. The Punnett square. Yeah, that's what they did. They just turned the binary code into a Punnett square by turning on. Why? Because we already have 0 and 1. So what's the next step of 0 and 1 at the same time? You have to square root it, and that's how you do it.
You're losing me, bro.
Somebody's gonna pick that up. Somebody's gonna pick that up. Right. But when you stack, because binary is either or, right? But when you have quantum, you're stacking. It is same time, right? And so you stack that 0 and 1, and that becomes a cube or a square. And so you can have not just this kind of combination going. You have this kind of combination. You have multiple different directions to combine, all at the same time, all at one singular root.
When you talk about quantum, my mind goes to like quantum jump into like the timeline you want yourself to be in. So like imagining the timeline that you want to be in, and and just acting like you're going there, right?
Yes.
Like, you ever heard of that before? Like, even like treating like a shower, like a quantum jump. Like when you come out of that shower, you're coming out a different person.
Yes.
Like, or even like coming out of a room or anything.
It's like you're running a race, right? And in this race, you get to pick the setting. Are you running the Boston Marathon? Are you running the New York Marathon? And in this race, because of what I was trying to explain, you get to switch in between the settings at any time you want.
Also, like, kind of like you choose your path, right? So it's like, I feel like, you ever seen the movie Soul, Disney?
Yes.
It's kind of like, the soul that you're going into when you jump into like Earth, dude. It's like you purposely chose that person, their struggles, their family. Like, we chose to be in this body.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Why do you think people forget, or do you have to remember that we chose it, or what do you think about that? A lot of people have been like, oh, we have to remember who we were. Like, do you know who you are?
I think, like I said, I've done a lot of reflecting over the last few years. I know who I am, and that, like,
that's tough, isn't it?
Which is like,
that's heavy.
Why did I choose these struggles? But it was all for like the growth and, to learn these lessons. And I don't know, it's trippy spiritual stuff. But I mean,
yeah, dude.
I do think like, I don't know, like there's no other life I would want to live than my own. You
can't have any other life.
And also, like, I'm very thankful for like the people that are in my life and the friends that I have, and I don't know, we're all
Yeah, bro.
Fucking floating in the fucking space. Like, we're in space right now. Like, people will say, like, oh, what, we could go to space. Like, we're in
We're here. This is space. Like at the end of the day, this is a floating rock on something that has created its own biodome with the chemicals in it, a greenhouse effect, if you will. Right? That we can't get out of. Was it designed that way? In the Bible, it says it's a firmament.
I like how Marcus is intently listening behind the camera.
Yeah, man. This is going to be a fun one for you guys. These clips are going to be chef's kiss. Like, but you have to decide that, right? And so we were talking about, like, going and running your race. We all know about Schrodinger's cat, right? You know about Schrodinger's cat?
Refresh.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, exactly. So that's your experience of the cat, but the cat is also having its own experience. So you're the silly person that opened the box. The cat was chilling.
And in reference to like what? And what? Like, what is the cat like?
So whether things are dead or alive, you're judging that by observing it. When that thing is just being.
Man.
Choose
I
life.
love it. I'm gonna watch this back and be like, fucking what?
I'll explain everything to you too.
Of course, yeah, man.
for
My
sure.
mind's just in a million places right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, bro.
We got music in the background, people playing basketball over me.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's why I'm like, just look down, look at the CD. Nah, there's nah. It's like I said, it's a beautiful atmosphere out here, and you know, by the time the people see this, they'll be wanting to come out for next year.
Hell yeah, bro. Man.
Yeah, man.
So
I met this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was telling them about the thing we talked about on the court, and how the other dude was asking what it was all about, and I was like, dude, it's the name of the court. You gotta give your service. You gotta volunteer.
Right.
That's the name of the game. Give.
Right, and that's what we're here for. We're here to show love, and you know, like, preach the ideas that we have. Like, I don't know about preaching.
Not
but
like preach, and I call it this. I call it sharing notes.
Yeah, just speaking our truth, you know.
Yeah, sharing notes.
Of our experiences, and hopefully it resonates with other people, and take it or leave it. Like,
Helps you grow, right? Because if you're feeding me stuff that resonates with me, I want to feed you stuff that hopefully resonates back with you, and we're feeding off of each other.
Iron sharpens
growing.
iron. Yes, sir.
Go. That's how it works, man. But obviously, you know, when you're around people who don't vibe, if you continue to listen to it and you accept it, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, one, if you accept and go down that path, that's your choice. And two, if you start to feel drained, right? You don't want to be around people who are like always draining you, because if iron sharpens iron and energy is neither gained nor lost, we're only supposed to get sharper and better over time when we're around the right people.
Right. And you are who you surround yourself with, I think. So I choose to surround myself with genuine people because I believe I'm a genuine person.
Yeah.
And I have great people around me that tell me that so I know it's true. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Like, if the people I love and care about the most are proud of me and respect what I'm doing and are encouraging me, like, who gives a fuck about what anybody on the internet is saying, like, or anywhere.
Like, if you knew how positive this guy was and you have something negative to say about him, that's your problem.
Right.
Because,
Look within.
yeah, like, because at the end of the day, like he said, bro, he came from a dark place. Would you have rather him stay there?
And would you like to stay where you are? Like, ask that question to yourself, too. I mean, I'm sure, you know, if you're taking time out of your day to be hateful, dude, like, you're probably not in the best place in your life.
Exactly, because everybody in this planet, every being on this planet strives to find peace. And sometimes as humans, we let distractions choose what we think is peace, and then we go down those pathways and we start to be disrupted, and we find out it's not peace, but maybe it's too late and we still think this is how we have to do it to find peace.
You're saying some real shit right now, dude. I know Mark's intently listening. Fucking, like, we've had many conversations, like, recently. Like, that's the homie right there, bro. Like, one of my best friends, no matter what. And fucking, you know.
He brought me to Nashville.
Yeah, and it brought us together, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
and then he brought you down
and
here.
you're gonna introduce me to more people tonight, and I'm gonna introduce you to more people in the future, dude. And
Yes, we
like,
are.
what is the beauty of that? Is like, you never know what magic can come out of that shit. Like,
And that's the thing too. Like, one, you want to surround yourself with people who are not necessarily like-minded, but are like-driven, right? Equally yoked, right? And so, like, when you're trying to build something, you can't build it with people who don't believe in the same mission as you, and not necessarily the same mission, but are together in your mission, right? Like, you got something to do, and I got something to do. I can't do what you do, and you can't do what I do. But we can do our things together in cohesion to help strengthen what we got going on together.
That's what we're doing right now. Yeah.
You can call it a collective, you can call it collaboration, you can call it teamwork, but that's how you make the dream work.
Absolutely. I mean, man, I would not be here on this earth, dude, if it weren't for the people that have been supporting me, the people I've collaborated with. Like, it means everything to me, like, more than the success. Like, I already feel successful because of that. Like,
and you're going to be even more successful. That's just going to grow because, you know, that's just how it works. It starts inside you and it radiates out. And whatever you feel on the inside to your core, that's what's going to be, right? And so at the end of the day, if you feel peace, there'll be peace in your surroundings. If you feel disparity, there'll be disparity in your surroundings, right? Because this is just a projection.
it's one thing me and Marty's been talking about recently is that our mind is in darkness. Like, it is all sensory. Like, what you're perceiving is what, like, you're telling your brain. So you really, like, I've preached, like, just
sharing notes.
The positive vibes, bro, and, like, that mindset of, like, persevering and staying strong and, I don't know, just fucking believing in yourself and putting yourself out there.
Because why and how can you get somebody else to believe in you when you don't believe in you?
100%.
That's weird. Hey, bro, buy my mixtape. I don't know if this is good. No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, buy my mixtape. This is the hottest shit you ever heard. All right.
I put my heart and my soul into this.
Yeah.
Like, this is everything. It explains, like, my life. So what does success mean to you, Legend JG?
Hearing, well done, my good and faithful servant.
And have you been hearing that lately?
Yeah.
Are you proud of what you've been working on lately?
I wouldn't say prideful. I'm more humbled by it because I'm allowed the opportunity to do it. And
It's a blessing, yeah.
I'm just doing my best, man, honestly. And I hope you are too.
Right, that's something I feel like, you know, I battle with is just like, am I doing enough? And like, heading in the right direction, I think is more important than like doing a ton, like necessarily like a lot, like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have to do your job. You don't have to do Marcus's job. And we don't have to do 1,000,005 things every day. All we have to do is that one thing that God wants us to do, what's on the mission, what's on the plate. And if we complete that, he might give us another task. He might give us a group of tasks in a day to do, right? But he only gives us what we can bear. So at the end of the day, if we're not connecting to him, we won't know what we should be doing for him.
Right, I think I've always struggled, like I grew up Catholic and
For sure.
that I'm not a perfect, you know.
You're not. I'm not.
Yeah, we're all not perfect, but that I'm not like a perfect example of like Christianity or anything. But I do think that my unique way of expressing myself and communicating will reach people that, you know, may not otherwise be open to hearing it, you know, like maybe the way I deliver it or the way you deliver it will resonate with somebody than, you know, a more like
and
uptight, perfect perception, you know, like I curse a lot and I'm very like passionate and expressive, you know, like it may not seem, especially to other like Catholics, that like I'm a good example of it, but I do think that like I have a lot to share with the world to help other people, and I do think that is part of God's mission for me is, you know, like I'm not only I help myself first so that I can then help others. Like if you can't help others if you're not doing all right yourself. I mean.
So you want to hear a crazy story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So we got back from Arizona. We did a show with Caskey, right? A couple shows with Caskey. And get out of the airport, and homie is sitting in one of my dream cars. Gotta ask him, bro. So you got some advice for me, bro? You're sitting in one of my dream cars. I had to ask you. He said, yeah, you gotta help yourself before you can help other people. As I'm getting out of the airport, what do they tell you? put your oxygen mask on before you put somebody else's on.
Yes, sir, dude. Little signs like that, bro.
Yeah.
That's the shit I love, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking, and it's true. Like to what me and Marcus were talking about on the way here. I feel like we were driving, talking about similar things. Like our survival is the most important thing. Like you need to take care of we need to take care of ourselves. Like
Yeah.
and that's like one thing I feel like I've focused on over the last several years was just making sure that I'm okay being alone. And that, but then I've attracted a lot of great relationships in my life through that by taking that time.
But at the end of the day, like I said, you can't lead somebody without experiencing it yourself, because now you're just telling somebody to jump off a cliff and you don't even know what's down there. But if you can say, hey, if I can jump off this cliff and fly, watch me do it.
To lead the faith.
Exactly. But the only way to take that faith is to experience that yourself.
Yeah, everyone's got to go through their own shit. Like, and you might have to hear it a certain way or go through it your own experiences for you to finally understand some things.
Right. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to get like super that deep in like religious.
Yeah,
but at
yeah.
the end of the day, that's just kind of how it happened, right? Because everything is everything, and if everything is everything, he is everywhere.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I mean, like, I don't like to get too religious.
Big Brother is watching.
I don't like to get like too religious either. To me, everything comes down to faith. Like
That part.
And if faith means God, the universe, whatever, that is like I have faith that everything in my life has happened to get me right here, right now, and this is where I'm meant to be.
Amen. Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, where are you going? Where I'm at, man.
Right now.
I'm going
The
where
present
I'm at.
moment, the power of now.
Yeah, we're at
Trapped
the
out Cambo,
Fest.
baby. We here with the legend JG. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before
Honestly,
we wrap this up?
we're gonna talk about it more the next time I see you. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell everybody I love them, and it's gonna get better if it's bad, and if it's good, guess what? It gets better than that too. So just keep pushing forward, everyone. Don't look backwards. Go forward. Don't turn into salt.
What does that mean?
Don't be salty.
Don't be bitter.
Yeah, don't be bitter of what you let go of to get to where you're going. It had to happen.
One last question. What is like one of the best like either pieces of advice or like biggest lessons you've learned over the years?
We're all just crazy people.
It's fair.
At the end of the day, that's our outer shell. When you search and start to find who you are in your core, your soul, your spirit, you understand this is just a meat suit, and it comes with consequences.
My guy.
Love y'all.
Anything you want to plug real quick?
New Wave Mafia, the Big Grizz, Legend JG. We got music coming out. Shouts out to Jason the Don.
Yes,
Shouts
sir.
out to the Big Grizza. Shouts out to Benji. Shouts out to Sweet Leaf. Shouts out to Jay's World. Shouts out to our alcohol vendor. I don't know their name. I'm so sorry, but shouts out to them. I'm really just looking at people to shout out.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you guys.
Shout out the youngins.
Shouts out to Triple E.
Hey,
Of course.
squad. My guy.
Of course.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like I said, we're all here to show love, good vibes only. And I love to see like the younger generations around too. Like especially a lot of my family like is starting to raise the youngin, like have kids and stuff. And I just want to show them that their dreams are not unrealistic and that they can do anything they put their mind to. Like,
Right. These kids are watching their people throw on this big festival.
so
now,
they can grow up believing that they can do the same thing or whatever
better.
whatever their dream is. Like, doesn't have to be music related or event related or.
Right. But they just need to see somebody be able to do the thing that they're doing so they can do the thing that they're doing.
Hell yeah.
Sharpening that iron.
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you. It's just the beginning, of course. We out here at the Trapped Out Campout. Shout out my guy Legend JG. Shout out New Wave Mafia. Shout out Jason the Don. And super happy to be here. I can't wait to hit the stage.
Oh, it's coming. Pause.
No Diddy. My G. I appreciate you, bro. All right, what was your name again?
My name's XO Reckless. Nice to meet
XO Reckless.
Yes, sir.
V Chenzo. My name's Vinny.
you. Nice to meet you.
And yeah, welcome to the Endless Enjoyment Podcast.
All right, cool. Yeah, I run a podcast too. That's dope.
Really? What's it called?
It's called Exo's Live and Reckless Shit Stream. It's mainly like a Juggalo roundtable. I just have like different musical guests or like different. I'll have like chefs on there sometimes, or I'll have like. I think I had an OnlyFans model, a Juggalo OnlyFans model with my co-host. Like I'll switch it up and do whatever, man. So it's.
Like, what do you mostly like to talk about on your podcast?
It just really depends. It starts off with music, then it goes. I don't really have a script, so I just kind of go with the flow and let it vibe,
Yeah, I feel like as I was like telling you guys earlier when we met, like mine started with like mostly musicians because that's the space that I'm in.
Yeah, that's who you've been networking with, shit. Yeah.
But anyone that's creative, like I just like to know.
Same, yeah.
About like their lives or influences, experiences.
Yeah, like I had a clothing designer that takes like. She designs like fucking uses the Hatchet Man and like designs like Juggalo clothes and shit. And I had her on the other night. That was pretty cool. So I'm winding down.
So where do you stream that?
Oh, wherever. YouTube and the Facebook. I mean, I've been kind of on the road, so I was kind of doing it wherever.
Where you been going?
I went to Dayton. I'm from Columbus. I live in Columbus, but I went to Dayton one night for a show, and then Cleveland, and then I came to Knoxville, and then I'm heading to Centralia, Illinois after this on the 11th to do a show. So.
Hell yeah, man, staying busy.
Yeah, just kind of moving around with it.
So how did you end up coming here, Trapped Out Campo?
Knowing the Grizza, me and him were working on a track, and I said, hey, I'm thinking of coming up through Tennessee around that time. And he goes, oh, I got a show for you. I said, all right, cool, fuck yeah.
You guys like connect online? Or?
Oh yeah, we started talking about doing a track. Yeah, we met online. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's put me up the last few days. It's fucking been cool, man.
Hell yeah, so are you performing tonight?
I'm not sure. I performed last night, but I just actually asked about that, and it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Hell yeah, man. I would love to see what you got.
Bet.
If not, we'll tap in online.
Yeah, sounds great, man.
And we'll tag all your stuff in the description of the video.
Okay, cool.
So we'll have like your own separate interview, and then there'll be one long.
That's dope. Yeah,
interview.
so you're doing like a whole like wrap up on the thing on the festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. So
That's
I
cool.
wish we were here yesterday, but.
Yes, it was cool. It was a little smaller vibe. Seems like more people pulling up today, but I mean, it was Friday night, so.
Right. Yeah.
Friday afternoon,
Some
people getting off work.
working,
Yeah.
So.
Oh. No, it was a pretty cool fucking little vibe though.
So you got some new music that you were performing yesterday?
I'm actually holding off on that. I'm working on new music while I'm here. But yeah. So I just actually finished a verse for a friend, and I'm going back in the studio in the next few days. But yeah.
So how long have you been making music for?
In front of people, probably since 1996.
Damn, man.
I started playing guitar in like punk bands and shit, and I started doing hip hop. I've always been a fan, but I started learning how to do it or switching the writing style from rock to hip hop. Like playing with it. 2009, I got a copy of FL Studio, and so trying to find out.
You produced it?
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
I tried initially. Yeah, I had a couple tries, but no, I've been doing this thing since probably the end of 2020.
So just doing vocals, rapping?
Yeah, vocal singing and rapping. Yeah.
You mix still like the sounds of like rock and rap?
Yeah. I do a lot of my choruses where I'll sing them and stuff like that, and then I'll spit bars in the verses usually. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. I mean, you've been at it for a long time too.
Yeah, I've got a lot of lessons of what not to do, and had to make the same mistake a few times.
Absolutely, you live and you learn, man.
That
what
part.
do you think is like one of the biggest lessons you've learned over the years?
Humility. Stay humble, because the second you act like you're unteachable, you don't learn nothing. Like, I don't know.
Right, yeah, but you gotta be a student of the game.
That's why I consider myself a perpetual student of the game. So it's like,
of life. Yeah.
you meet, especially among rappers, sometimes you meet guys with really big heads, and it's it's almost like not realistic, and it's you can't teach anyone anything like that because they already know everything. So it's like,
I think they do. Yeah.
Let them do them, and you do you, and yeah.
Don't make their mistakes.
I find humility gets me a lot further than yeah.
I hear you, man. That's valid for sure. So, who are some of like your biggest influences in music?
I mean, to be honest, like growing up is like that Southern California sound, or that Southern and Northern California sound. Cause I like Too Short a lot when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
And fuck, but also like WC and the Mad Circle and like Ice Cube and shit. So, growing up with stuff like that, and then like as I got to be like a teenager, like junior high, I was like Spice One, fucking like a lot of that Cali sound, to be honest, because that's where I grew up in Southern California. So
gangster rap, G-funk.
Yeah, that G-funk sound, that era, like, and the Bay's got its own unique sound for that era too, like Spice One and even like old Tupac and shit.
Sure, one of my favorite rappers from the Bay, Burner.
Nice.
You familiar with him?
Burner, is it Burner for 20? Is that a different rapper?
No, it's just Burner. He owns the brand Cookies. If you
okay.
know Cookies.
Okay, Cookies. I know. I'm familiar with Cookies. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the reason like Wiz Khalifa has his own strain of weed.
Okay. Okay.
And he's also like such a dope rapper too. And,
okay,
like,
I'm not familiar with his music, but
I would check it out, bro.
Oh, I bet.
especially if you like to smoke, you know.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I actually left my weed in the car, so I'm like.
So yeah, a big part of like my brand is like my love for cannabis and
Nice.
just supporting it. Like it's just wrong that it's even illegal and.
Well, it's weird how it was made a Schedule 1 narcotic too, and that was all a propaganda move. Like, I mean, anybody knows that the why it was made a Schedule 1 fucking federally anyway initially. So I mean,
Right,
it's scheduled up there with like heroin and cocaine. They're very different fucking substances.
It says that it has no medicinal benefit, which is just not true.
Which it sounds like at the time it was a federal block to actually testing on it, at least in the U.S. But yeah.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Man, so that's what I've always said.
You look like a reefer madness and stuff. It was all propaganda.
Oh,
like, you know what I'm saying?
And even
like,
the name marijuana comes from trying to demonize like Mexican people and.
Yeah, there's a lot of racist politics involved in what happened, why that happened too. So.
Yeah, so that's obviously just not.
That's
okay.
America for you, though.
Right, yeah. But
unfortunately.
I just try to keep the good vibes and show love to other artists. And like my most recent album, I just dropped a deluxe version of it. It's all just good vibes, songs to smoke to.
That's cool.
In rotation.
Nice.
Songs to keep in rotation while you got some joints in rotation.
That's cool.
But man, so like, where's your favorite place you've ever traveled to?
You know, I like the Pacific Northwest a lot. Portland, Oregon was great, but for all the wrong reasons. It's basically like Pleasure Island if you're a drug addict. But yeah, at least it was for a while when it had everything decriminalized. I ended up moving to Salt Lake. That was all right. I wouldn't recommend going out there residentially impaired in the winter though. That's not fun. But yeah, my favorite, like, I've been all over the country. Tennessee's really nice. It was my first time out here, so I'm enjoying that.
I mean, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Right. In the woods and stuff is cool. It's like what I would picture it to be. Well,
yeah, we out here.
Yeah, we out here for sure. Yeah, I feel it. Well, yeah, man, fucking, as far as venues goes, I think the soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland was really cool. There's some cool venues on the West Coast too. It's hard to pinpoint them all, but like, I'm good and bad with every place, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah. Is there somewhere like you haven't been that you want to go to on your bucket list?
Oh yeah, I've tried a few places outside the mainland U.S. But yeah, I want to go to like Hawaii. I haven't been there. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to random places like that.
Hell yeah.
I'd say my favorite place in the U.S. is probably New Orleans, though.
I've never been. Yeah.
It's its own vibe, man. Like, it's hard to break through there too in the music wise because they got their own like local scene so much. Like, I almost did New Orleans on one tour before, and that was the reason I was like gonna jump on it because they had New Orleans at the House of Blues, and I was like, I didn't end up doing it, but yeah, it's a hard market to break into.
Oh yeah, man, it's gotta be hot as fuck down there.
I imagine, dude. I was there in February, like right before COVID hit, so like it was pretty cool. Everything was laid back until it all locked down, so I had fun.
Hell yeah, man.
Went out like the outskirts of like a gator farm and shit. It was pretty cool. Went and did like an old tourist thing in Louisiana. That was
yeah, definitely on my bucket list. A place in the U.S. Like I want to travel the whole U.S. and like Europe after that.
Yeah, I want to go to Europe. I didn't get to go. My band went, and I had passport issues, so I didn't get to go that trip.
Damn.
It was like 2000. Fuck, when was that? 11, 12, something like that. Probably 2011, because I ended up settling down for a little bit and having kids and stuff, like 2012. So.
Yeah.
2011 was like the last year I was going hard with the bands, and then everything kind of fell to shit in 2020. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot with music.
That's like so kind of you restart like a solo career at that point.
Yeah. I was doing a band, and it got really frustrating dealing with other personalities and stuff. And I'm not usually, I wouldn't consider myself hard to work with, but at this point, like at my age, I'm just like, it makes more sense just for me to do what I want to do musically, artistically anyway, with the ideas instead of watering them down with other people's opinions and band. You know what I'm saying? Like a band
100%.
becomes a democracy, and you're like, well, the initial vibe I had's completely gone now, and this is just, I don't even know what this is. I don't know if I like it, and then everyone's like, you got different opinions. It's just, I don't know. It's too chaotic. Too many cooks in the kitchen for me.
No, 100%. I hear. I've seen like my friends in college were in bands, and they go through multiple bands and have trouble.
It's trouble
on
like,
things.
You know, you can see magic happen with the right personalities, like, and even if people don't get along, like you can see magic happen like that regard. But like, for me, I like doing it more at my pace and more, you know, what I want to do versus. I guess that's the only area I'm really like particular in my life where I need, you know, like, you know, anyway.
I hear you, man, especially when it comes to your creativity.
Right. You don't want to put out something you're not happy with, like, ultimately.
I'm right there with you, man. I love being a solo artist and being independent as well.
That part, yeah. Like, I've got my own label I've started, but I'm actually looking for another. I'm leaving the primary label I was on this year at the end of the year, and I'm looking for a new one. I'm talking to a couple others, so I'm happy about that. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kind of grinding a little bit, doing what I do.
So,
Am I get a smoke right here?
Yeah, you're good, bro. So what's like been going on? So like you've been traveling, performing.
I was living in Columbus for a while. I was doing a lot of rehab actually, because I was when I went to Salt Lake and dealing with some substance abuse addiction issues, and then so I went to rehab for like a lot of the last year. I was just kind of doing that phase of it where you're locked in, and you know what I mean. So I was basically just doing interviews and writing, and then it's weird. Like life's been weird. Like I've had the stuff come in like small doses, like to where it's all working out, and then it just all falls to shit again. Like. So I was just trying to navigate that and have less of it falling to shit and more of it just kind of staying with a consecutive flow. But yeah, but it's been good. I've done a lot of shows this year, not just in Columbus or in Dayton. I've done them outside of the state as well. I got shows coming up in Kentucky. So like I'm just trying to, grinding.
Right, a lot of that comes with like just networking online.
Oh, absolutely. Most of that comes with networking online and who you're talking to and who you're meeting, and you got to figure out who does what. So obviously, if you're linked up with a promoter, then obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like you just, you figure out who does what pretty quickly online. And so yeah, it's just a lot of that is networking, straight up, like 99% of it, in my opinion.
Hey man, it's all about who you know for sure.
Well, not even necessarily that. It's just where you apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see a situation like, hey, this guy's a promoter, so if you want to get on that show, you talk to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like that kind of.
You learn like who to reach out to,
right.
what contacts to make, and
you learn the natural order of things, I guess, if that makes sense. When you're networking frequently, you like kind of learn. You kind of see who else in your subgenre or whatever is grinding and working too. So it's kind of cool.
And who's playing what roles, or who,
right. And
people wear many hats. Like I wear many hats.
Same. And what artists are pushing themselves, and what artists are working, what artists are doing that's working, what artists are doing it's not. But like it's kind of cool.
So how did you end up finding the Grizzle online?
I don't know how we linked up, dude, but
just kind of happened.
Right. Yeah, we just started talking one day, and I don't remember who initially reached out to who, but yeah, we're talking about doing a track together. And we actually just finished recording it a couple days ago, so.
Man. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, it's more of a horrorcore track, but yeah, we had some cool ideas for a video shoot, which we might try to execute while I'm in town, because I'm gonna be in town for a few days, so yeah, got a few things in the works.
Oh, yeah. So where does the name XO Regulars come from?
So XO is kind of a snarky, like hugs and kisses, kiss my ass, fucking, like, aside, and then Reckless is, when the name kind of stuck, it was just what was going on with me in my personal life and in my past, just situations I dealt with and how I would self-medicate instead of dealing with things. And so it just kind of, it was fitting. I actually came up with, I was dealing with some really heavy mental shit for a while, divorce and all that, and I ended up in a hospital for a minute, and that's where the name kind of stuck, ironically, but yeah. And it was kind of like, okay, well, let's give this a shot. And so far, it's been the only, in moments of like, when my life is like, seems like it's falling apart, like music's been the only thing consistently like there. So it's been kind of a weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's necessarily the most lucrative, but therapeutic type thing.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I was just talking with my buddy Marcus right there earlier about, how even like, I mean, of course my friends and family are like one of the most important things to me, but at the same time, like music has always been there, even like when no one's around. When
no one's not, when people leave you and music's still there, and it's like,
or if they're just not around or busy. Like I live far from home. I'm from Boston originally.
Okay.
So I've been living out in Nashville for the last few years. So I drove over here today to be here for the event. And
that's dope.
So I'm thousands.
I was actually gonna go to
away.
Nashville. My homies came from Nashville last night. Brandish My Metal, Illuminate, and Edie. Yeah, they came and performed last night, and that was fucking dope because I was supposed to go on tour with them in like 23 on another big tour, and but I think Edie got. It was only Nate that went, so it was only Nate that I really got to hang out with, but I got to kick with both of them last night and watch both their full set. It was fucking dope. And I'm stoked that they were able to come up. So, but I'm trying to get in Nashville too. So that was the initial trip for this, or plan for this trip, was I was gonna try to hit Nashville. I was gonna do a little workshop on video production, and that ended up getting moved. So I just ended up doing the festival and hanging out at Grizzlies. But yeah,
right.
You gotta be able to adjust on the fly. But
right, yeah. And you guys are coming up with some good shit.
Yeah. No, I got that verse done. I had most of it written when I got in there, and I just kind of finished the rest of it up on the spot. So it worked out.
You gotta let it fly sometimes, man.
Right.
Especially if you know, like, you're fucking with the song and you want to be a part of it.
Right, yeah. So I didn't have it finished when I got up there immediately, so I just said, all right, well, this is where I got to, let's go from here. And fucking, yeah, got it done.
Hey, man, what was I just saying before that? I was saying, like, it's kind of like I'm, like, 1,000 miles away from, like, where I grew up, and that, like, I'm just kind of, like, forming my own relationships out here, my whole life out here.
Right, exactly. Like, and you kind of just carve your own path, like, basically,
Yeah.
Some people stay in their towns, they never leave, that's fine, like, but other people just gotta get out and see the world,
Hell yeah, man. So, like, what are your goals, like, moving forward with the music?
My goals moving forward to music, probably sign to a new label here coming up. I'm actually going to officially do a gathering. I'm putting in a bid to get on an actual gathering stage for the Gathering of the Juggalos this year, and a couple other festivals I've got my eyes on. But yeah, just kind of making strategic moves to make sure that all works out.
Oh yeah.
Get my ducks in a row.
Staying focused.
Yeah,
staying
sober. Sometimes.
Hey, I know.
I mean,
no judgment.
Not the heavy way, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I've been staying off certain things, but I've been dabbling a little bit. Actually, dabbling a little bit today, so I'm having fun.
Yeah, man. Be responsible and
right.
As long as you take care of yourself, I think the music will take care of itself as well.
Right. Yeah, and if anything, it's been more therapeutic, and to find out there's other people that can relate to it. That's cool too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just kind of.
Oh yeah. You can help people by speaking on your experience.
Right. That part. Yeah. It's like I'm sitting there. Some of the shit I'm thinking I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, and other people are like, oh, I can relate to that. It's like, okay. So it works out.
So do you have like a message, like anybody that may be struggling right now, or?
I mean, it gets better, believe it or not, no matter how shitty it seems at times, because I get stuck in my head a lot, and I've gotten better about that, and a lot of that is just my perspective on how I view things. If I try to view things, looking for silver linings, even in the shittiest situations, I try. I don't always succeed, but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I used to consider myself a realist, and I'd be kind of pessimistic at times, and now it's just like there's no point. I can be realistic about a shitty situation, but at the same point in time, try to find the silver linings, and then that's kind of it's helped.
Yeah, sometimes things happen for a reason.
Right.
It takes time for you to understand that too. Like in the moment.
Right. In the heat of the moment, you don't always realize shit, and then as you kind of take a step back and look at it through different lenses or different versions of your lens, you realize, okay, maybe I'm not complete. It just things happen for reasons.
Oh yeah, man.
But, well, shit, man. Fuck yeah.
I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Speaking a little bit about your story.
Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a pleasure.
Sorry, I think the ass is kicking in. Speaking of dabbling.
Appreciate you coming on the Endless Enjoyment podcast, bro.
Fuck yeah, no, thank you.
Bro, the better.
All right, so we got Jesse.
Yep.
I'm
Jesse.
David, man.
What was it?
David.
Good
to meet you.
Vinny.
All right. Good to meet you.
So yeah, this is the Endless Enjoyment podcast. Welcome, y'all.
Yay.
Usually I have musicians on because that's just like who my circle is. But I'm open to.
Well, off the camera, we talked about we used to do music too.
Yeah,
So.
That's cool. But we're gonna talk about something different today, and I like to talk to creative people of all kinds and just hear about what inspires them or how they got involved, what they're doing. So
well, this is Omnitheum. This is an all-original tabletop role-playing game. It's how close do I need to hold this?
Yeah, they'll pick it up. You're fine.
Don't know what to do with my hands.
You're speaking.
Okay.
You're
all
good.
right, perfect. So it's an all-original tabletop role-playing game, similar vein to, the most popular one would be Dungeons and Dragons, obviously. Our system is a mechanic system that was built by him. So it's a little bit different. It's a D100 or less roll style mechanic. So essentially, let's say you have a power, a strength level of 65, and you're in a situation where you need to try and lift something off somebody, and it's like roll for strength. You'd have to roll a 65 or less. That sort of is what the mechanic is in the dice in the dice section of that, but. We've got 11 different archetypes in here, so it's a sci-fi, fantasy. I mean, pretty much anything that you can think of, you can make your own narrative storyline out of. So you could make a Terminator storyline, which the original basis of this is that AI and machines take over. They want freedom. And they take over, and there's a 1,000-year conflict between humanity.
If you're a
and
conspiracy
cybernetics.
theorist or any kind of involvement in that thinking and
Yeah.
what's really going on in the world today, this is what's going to happen in 300, 400
years.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Maybe tomorrow.
I
was going to say a couple hundred
let's
years.
say
but
like
this
late
could happen.
November. Yeah. So there's a lot to it. I mean, you could also run a campaign that's more like Lord of the Rings or something. We don't have a magic element to this. It's called Omnitheum. So Omnitheum is basically like an element that
has not been found yet.
Yeah,
It's existed, but nobody's found it yet.
Yeah.
It's an actual element that actually exists and has existed, but they didn't know it until they broke open a wormhole through a big war with a big bomb, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the short of it. So,
And how'd that inspire the name?
Omnitheum, I just thought it was a fucking cool name, really.
Well, you got Omni is
everything. And the game has everything.
Right.
It's got every type of subgenre in it. I originally, Theum, when we were going through titles and stuff like that, trying to figure out what is this MacGuffin or this, this substance that propels the storyline. There was a lot of different chemical compounds that I looked up. There was Promethium. I originally was thinking of calling it Promethium, kind of like Prometheus, like the beginning of.
But that already exists.
But that's an actual element.
So we wanted a word.
I was like,
and
dude,
something
nerds are gonna kill us.
Yeah. Business-wise, we want to have something that's completely original. So if you look up Omnitheum, you're only going to find us, and that's it. It actually didn't exist in the Webster Dictionary. It didn't exist on Google. Omnitheum is us.
Yeah, so we wanted something.
We're
original.
defining that element. We're defining that energy in what it is in the game.
Yep.
So when did this idea start?
Well, that's you.
This is a 3-year project. I grew up playing some games with some people. I had a guy that I was introduced to. He was in the Army. He was a friend of a friend. There were older guys than me. I was probably 8 when I met him. And it took him, he was building his own game. And this was back in the day in the early 90s, late 80s, when there's typewriter. There's no computers. There's none of that shit. There's no internet. So he literally spent years and years while he was in the Army in the barracks, off duty, writing a game and doing mechanics. So half of those mechanics were shown to me in a game. It was a game called Power Quest, and it was all about superheroes. So I played that forever, and they had a whole stack. The book was probably 700 pages. It's way more than this, 4 times the amount of pages we wrote, and it was huge. And it was literally typewritten pages.
Old school.
Yeah. So years go on. Long story short, we played that for years. I was given the Holy Grail. I was given that book. It was passed down to me. My life hit some problems, and I left it in a storage unit, and it got lost forever. All that work, all that shit got lost. That dude, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel bad. Like they all hate me for that shit.
Really?
You know what I mean? But that was my thing to start this with him. Because like we said when it started, we've always worked together. We're creative minds, and we flow well together. We did that with music for years. Anti-State Productions. Anti-State Productions, check that out. There's the music plug for you. That's old school shit. We toured with Yellow Wolf and Jelly Roll. No lie.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
y'all from Tennessee?
We're from Tennessee, yeah. So, but when we want to put this together, I was like, you know what? Let's do something. Let's make an actual product that's going to sell. Because my state of mind when it comes to the music industry, I love up-and-coming artists, and I love, seeing new artists trying to strive for their goals. I'm 42 now. That kind of ended with me in my mind. And I know I could probably still rush it and still do something. I know there's older artists out there, but to me, it was like my genre of music, my style, my thing is dead right now. So creatively, I want to do something different. So I told him, I was like, we started playing D&D. I was like, let's play D&D. And then we just looked at each other like, you know what? Let's make our own game. Yep. And so I took some of the mechanics that I was taught from that old game and given it to my old buddy, you know what I mean? Giving the props to him that he taught me some of the mechanics, some of the dice rolls and stuff, and then we made the mechanics for this.
Yep.
And this is a big thing here. This is what makes us really different. It's a critical hit sheet. So everybody knows in any game you get a crit hit, it means something more. But based on a roll 0-1 through 0-9, it's not just a natural 1, it's 0-1 through 0-9. When you actually get inside of a body, you can crit hit and see the internal damage inside of the body. And it's a mini game within a game. So the whole game stops and you go into this mini game and the whole table just wants to see what damage. Oh, did you lose a limb? Did you lose a leg? Did you lose an eye? Did you do this? How much damage did it? Blood loss? This.
It's going to affect the rest of the game.
It's going to affect everything. And your character can die. So this makes it a big deal. It's a mini game within the game.
So how do you win the game? your character can't die? People.
Well, I'll let him answer that. There's no real winning. I'll give the mic to you.
I mean, these types of games, they're long form games.
Right.
I mean,
they
our
go on for hours.
they go on for
Years.
years sometimes. Yeah, if the team and the party doesn't die, you just continuously build the narrative and keep.
It's a reason
keep
to
going.
sit down at a
I say
table.
it helps build community. Like,
Yes, it's a reason
have
to
good
sit
time.
down at a table and drink beer and do your substance, whatever it is, and have a good time and enjoy life and take your mind away, because your mind has to be solely into the world that you're existing in the game.
Yeah, it's a little bit of role play.
Yeah, it's complete.
Disconnecting
It's
from
100%
reality.
role play.
I mean, we have stuff in here called bad habits. So every character, every player has to have a bad habit. It doesn't matter what archetype they are. So our list of bad habits is in there. Basically, there's half of them are like habits that you have to physically act out at the table. So if you're like a mouth breather or a
Belching,
lip licker
burping,
or
cussing.
whatever. So if you don't do those things to embody your character, you don't get experience at the end of the game round that you can use toward better powers, more skills, stuff like that. So it gives people an incentive to actually role play and to kind of act at the table, as opposed to just kind of being like, okay, my guy goes here and does this. You have to when you're talking to an NPC, like in the game that we're playing right now, I'm the ref, the dungeon master, game master, whatever. So I play the role of the NPCs. So if somebody's having a conversation, they come up and they talk, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing here? Or whatever, put on an accent. And then they, in kind, need to embody their character, and then they also need to, lick their lips or do whatever. Even if they're the coolest character, they have to have like a bad habit. So it kind of keeps everything grounded. You've got lying. You got lying, swearing, obsessive eating, inappropriate laughter, daydreaming, mockery, self-harm, whatever. So people, they don't actually have to like.
You don't have to like self-harm
people,
yourself.
like, bro, you're not gonna get any experience, but it's a way for people to actually get involved in the game, and everybody
Keep you
loves that
connected.
element of
Keep
it.
you in that world.
That's not something that's in every TTRPG. So most of the things that we did in here, I didn't play as much of this genre of game as him. He introduced me to it, and after I played it, maybe 5 times, I was like, dude, this is awesome. This includes everything. I can draw, write.
This man
we
is
can
a artistic genius.
So you did the illustrations for the book too?
Well, the illustrations, all that is from Corel and Photoshop.
Yeah,
Adobe,
well, I'm a
Corel.
professional illustrator, but a lot of the stuff in here I did use generative AI or
But it's
AI
not-
upscaling.
It's not.
But everything has been put together.
So when he says that, let's get it right.
I mean,
He's
there's a
very
whole page
conscious
at the
of that.
beginning
It's
of
not
the book.
fake. It's not AI at all. Because people are gonna be like, "Fuck that." It's like, no, it's not AI at all.
Yeah, but I'm not
He is
trying to
literally-
pass off anything that
See,
wasn't
he's
every
humble.
stroke
He's being
of my
humble.
own pen.
So what it is you type an idea, instead of taking this picture right here, he can draw this from hand.
Mm-hmm.
It would take him a full week to 2 weeks to do that, and he can do it and match it exactly. But when you're talking 212 pages, see, the technology that's coming out today is not supposed to be exploited. It's meant to be. It's meant to be used.
You're good. It's picking it all up.
It's meant to be used correctly. Now, someone who is completely just straight up typing something in AI and taking that image and putting it straight on the paper and saying this is our product, that's falsification. That's not what we did. So you type an idea, and then this lady didn't even have horns. Like different things didn't even come out. He added all this shit. Where's another picture? All this other shit, man. All this stuff, all the art is additive. So you take.
He came up with the mechanics for the game.
All the work, nothing. Okay, so Chat GPT, any AI, anything with the wording and the mechanics, any of the actual game is 100% authentic. It's from my mind, from his mind. It's typed with our own hands.
There's no AI writing or anything in it.
Nothing. And even the images are not 100% AI. Actually, they're less AI than they are from his hand.
So you're saying it's mostly like his illustrated. illustrations
So when
being
you take
enhanced by
you take an
AI.
it's enhanced. So its illustrations are enhanced. So when you take that image, just like we did, if you check our website out, those images that we pulled from his illustrations and from the book, we took those images, we put them in an AI format in an app, and it actually animated those same images that he drew and animated it to create a video. Instead of actually using an animation program and animating the legs and the arms and doing it like stuff, we're not Disney, we're not Pixar. We're only two guys. We're two guys trying to do this. So one of these days, that's the plan, is to have a whole community of people, have a business that we work, and we will do everything by hand, animation, full design, games are in the works, all that kind of stuff.
All the design, all the mechanics, all the writing, the majority of the artwork is all original from us. So, I mean, all the writing is. But, I just got finished with a new expansion as well called Scarforge, and that's like a post-apocalyptic expansion, so that gives humans abilities, because humans don't have Omnitheum abilities in our world, so that's essentially the magic.
It's our magic.
That means your telekinesis, shooting fire from your hands, all that shit. But humans don't have any of that, so me and him and I started trying to work on two separate expansions, separately. So we didn't really discuss much of it. I know that his was going to be a Technician's Bible, which is human technology. So
High expensive tech.
So he's doing
late game tech.
Yeah, late game, expensive. There's whole lists of
build your own cities, build your own infrastructure, build your own everything. Your whole cities, build your own city, your own community.
Yeah, different types of metals, different types of
You guys are deep
materials.
into this.
It's nerdy shit, bro. It's wild,
I could get down with like, if I played it a couple times, probably have a deeper understanding of it.
Yeah.
So the book itself is like you said, like the rep in the game, right? Like they're the ones
So
controlling.
it's good for everybody to have it to reference things like, if you go to buy something, you've got these weapons, right? Common weapons, you got legendary, you got faction-specific weapons. This book can be used for refs, but it can also be used by players too. So it's kind of an all-round base rule book for everybody.
But to play the game, you need
the
those.
ref has to have one. Yeah.
But and then the other people are gonna have these sheets over here.
Well, everybody will have a
has
sheet.
This. Yep.
And you can get that. It's in the book if you want to just take the book to a scanner, or you can purchase the file for I think we got it on there for $1 on our website, and then you'll have the file and you can print them out as much as you want to.
Yeah.
All your sheets. Just go to our website, omnitheum.com, and promo videos on there, explanation of how the game works and everything. You can purchase what you want digitally.
Anything that's in the game that's with these original printed copies, anything that's
been altered or
changed, because it's a constant work in progress.
So the world
it's
constantly
a universe
changes.
that
So there's
we're
always
building,
going to be updates. There's always going to be things that changes.
balances to the gameplay
so
and things like that.
If players or fans or anybody that wants to follow it, if you just follow our website, omnitheum.com, it's constantly updated. Always going to have new stuff on it, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook,
Right.
any social media. Omnitheum.
Omnitheum, baby.
Check it out, y'all. If you're into these kind of games, it's something new, fresh ideas, or like a spin on, say, like your classic like tabletop games similar to like Dungeons & Dragons.
Yep.
And if you're in the area, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, East Tennessee area, we do play at the Casual Pint in Sevierville on Winfield Dunn Parkway every other Monday at 6 p.m. So this Monday we are playing. So we will play this Monday, and then it would not be the next Monday, but the Monday after that. So every other Monday, if you want to come and check it out, you don't have to play, you don't have to buy anything. Come and have a beer, we'll buy you a beer. Come and sit down and check us out. I'll buy you a beer, and then he'll get drunk enough to buy you a beer too. So come and check us out, talk to us. Casual Pint in Sevierville, Winfield Dunn Parkway. Look that up, and you can check us out on Instagram and all those social media websites. and you'll see where we're at. So, and we're here today.
Hell yeah.
Yup.
Anything else y'all want to talk about the game or promote or when it comes to shout out?
Buy that CD.
Yeah. Buy our
get
man
this CD.
CD.
Hey.
Yeah,
Buy this
we're
man
about to
CD.
check him out on stage here in a minute.
I can't wait.
Man, you know, there's a lot to talk about, but we're a fledgling company and we're trying to grow. We're gonna have multiple books, multiple expansions. Like I said, the first expansion book has already been ordered, so that should be here in a couple of weeks. The prototype book for that, it's about half this size.
Smoky Mountain Anime Fest.
We'll be at Smoky Mountain Anime Fest, October, I believe, 17th, 18th, and 19th in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And we're gonna have novels. We're gonna expand into cards. We're gonna have digital formats of these games. We're working on putting it through. I can't remember the site, but
So where there's a site that it's a flexing site too, but you plug in all of the game rules into the site. I'm sure some of the viewers probably already
so
know what I'm
people
talking
can
about.
run online.
But they run their
campaigns
online
and
campaigns
stuff.
based on of the plug and play rules that we put into this site. So you just
So we're
log
working
in, it's
on
all
that
digital.
too. So this is actually our second event that we've gone out with the book. So it's brand new.
It's
I mean,
fresh.
we just got it put out months ago. So
'Cause I'm sure you guys went a lot of trial and error, like running it
Oh, yeah.
through yourself.
Yeah.
And we're like I said, we play at the Casual Pint. So that started out as just
play test.
play testing, but now like we don't want to stop.
You have a
so
cool
now we
community
yeah,
over
now
there,
we
people
started
that come
we,
by.
yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
started another campaign. So the play test campaign, we're like, well, let's start another one. So now we're on our
Let's
second
play
one.
with the other archetypes that we
Yes,
haven't
let's play with
tried
other
out
archetypes.
yet.
Let's do this
You know,
and
the body
different
snatch,
scenarios.
have somebody
the
else
animals.
ref for us. So or DM like D&D, they call it Dungeon Master. We call it the ref. So have somebody else ref for us.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll just
figure out how
different things.
people adapt to the game in their own ways. So it's like I said, man, it's brand new. So we're just trying to get in the rhythm of
Putting it
getting
out there to the public,
in
right?
front of people. Yep, that's right.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. to
Buy the
share.
book, roll a joint, get a beer,
Hell yeah.
smoke it, drink it, play the game, Omnitheum, buy a CD, do all those things.
Hell yeah.
All those things.
Much love, y'all. I appreciate you taking the time to
Thanks,
come
sir.
over here. Of course,
Hey,
y'all.
appreciate
Thanks,
you,
sir.
man.
Pleasure
Yeah,
meeting you.
absolutely.
Of
Yep,
course, y'all.
Can't wait
Thanks.
to see your set in a minute, man.
Hell yeah, I'm ready to rock, y'all. Enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.